Yo, what is going on, guys? So, level up event is on. I completed Act 7 today. It's 1:30 in the morning now. Well, I guess it was yesterday. Um, and I got the tech stuff. I tried to go for Omega Sentinel with the early access bundles. Didn't get her. It's okay. And I've been thinking what I want to do. I got the Tech Awakening Gem. We got the Tech 3 to 4. I got 34 Tech Sig Stones. Tech 3 to 4, and I got a lot more SIGs. I have 126 generic signature stones in the overflow, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever had that many in there. So we come to the tech roster, and it comes down to a few options. It's Ghost, she's an option, Sig 200. No, not gonna do that. I think Ghost is sufficient at rank 3. I'm in a battle group with Panda Man Pete, the Ghost Godfather, so he already has rank 4. There's no need for me to have a rank 4. Kitty already feels like that Ghost position on my roster for rank 4, so I'm not going to rank up Ghost. Stark Spidey is so tempting because he's my guy, but I can't do it. I need a rank up that's going to be useful to me in War and Battlegrounds, and has some sort of prestige. Spidey's going to be a beast in Battlegrounds, but I don't think he's going to be useful in War. Attack, maybe defense a bit, but still, And prestige, this dude's prestige is just too outdated, which is unfortunate. If his prestige was better, man, honestly, I would, just for Battlegrounds. But also, for Battlegrounds, if people see him at rank 4, I feel like he'll just get banned. They see Legacy, rank 4 Stark Spidey, I think he's just gonna get banned. So I think I'd rather just have him at rank 3 so he doesn't get banned, Guillotine, she's unduped. I do have the gem, but no, don't think I'm gonna go for that. I do like Guillotine, but with the shift from incursions, when incursions were like the thing, Guillotine was good in there. She was better than Warlock in there. She's really good for that long type of content, but Battlegrounds, it's quick matches. There's no time to ramp up, so Guillotine is garbage for Battlegrounds offensively. Not garbage, but you just can't use your real potential. So, not gonna go for her. Penny Parker is so tempting, and we got the gem. The only thing holding me back from doing it was no gem. I didn't want to use a generic, but we got the SIGs. I could take her to 200 and awaken her, and I'm really tempted to do this, to be totally honest. It would be good for my alliance, for defense, having a rank 4 Penny. It would be pretty good prestige. She's also a pretty good attacker. She'd be great in Battlegrounds. But the thing is, I feel like if I have a rank 4 Penny, again, she's gonna get banned every single time in Battlegrounds, unless the person I'm playing also has a rank 4 Penny, And if they ban my Penny, and if they have a Penny, then their Penny is also banned. But I honestly don't mind fighting Penny. So I don't want mine to get banned, and it would a lot more, I think, if she was rank 4. Like, if me and my opponent are both fighting Penny Parker, I'm confident that I can fight her better, I've gotten pretty good at fighting her, so I don't want her to get banned. So doesn't feel right. Yeah, it's tempting, but I don't know. She's not my champ. That's not it. It just doesn't feel right. Vision is also tempting, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Nebs is also slightly tempting. Ultron, I've heard crazy things, but again, he's not my champ. Nimrod, I was debating grinding for him in Arena right now, but I looked into him more. I've watched some videos about him. He does seem really great, and he seems like he's really good for fighting mutants, but I think if I get him, that's great. I'll take him to rank 3 and awaken him. I can awaken him with that gem, but again, he's just not my champ. I'm not feeling the rank 4. So it really comes down to two options: Omega Sentinel and Warlock. Coming down to those two. And Omega Sentinel, I don't have her. We tried for her a bit. Could try for her more. She does have that top such good prestige. That's why it makes it so tempting, but I don't have her. And it'd be such a quest to embark on to try to get her. And if we get her, that's great. if we get her, you know, I'll have the Tech Awakening gem if I go Warlock, and I can take her up to rank 3, and she'll still be a monster, right? But I think my rank 4, my next rank 4, guys, it's going to be Warlock. Not think, I know, it's going to be. So, let's just do it. Boom. There we go. Warlock to rank 4. There's the Tech Gem. Alright. Beautiful. So, why am I going Warlock? Just a few reasons. First of all, when Warlock first came out, I remember people called him a noodle. And I remember me and Dave, we both made videos, CCP videos on Warlock, and we both really liked it. But a lot of people call him like a noodle and stuff, and from early on, but early on, I really liked him, but I didn't get him. It took me like, I don't know, I'll have to go back and look when he came out and when I got him. I'll have that information for you when we come back for gameplay. I'm actually interested. But I was on a long quest to get a Warlock as a 5-star, and I just couldn't for so long. And then one day we finally did. That was an epic day. And Warlock, he's one of my favorite champs, dude. Honestly, he's so good. In Battlegrounds, he was amazing. He's got decent prestige. I've been getting assigned him a decent amount in Alliance War. So yeah, I think this was the right play for me personally. And again, he's a pretty unique rank 4, I think, which is what I want to have. And I just think he fits the bill perfect for me personally. And so that's why I decided to go with him. So let's go for okay, yeah. Boom. There's all my generic Sig Stones, but like I said, we got 126 in overflow. So after I sig up Warlock, I think I did the math. If I did the math right, I should have 105 generic signature stones left, which is still quite a bit. And this way, we also end up saving the Awakening Gem, which is very good. Okay. Here we go. Warlock Sig 200. My prestige now should be 14,834 or 38? Oh, just 30. 14,830. Damn. Okay. And so another thing about Warlock over Omega Sentinel for rank 4 is that, you know, I already have Kitty and Torch at rank 4. Both, you know, both are, someone pointed that out to me, like, oh, you have 2 Incinerate champs. And it's like, you know, Kitty, she isn't really an Incinerate champ anyways. It's not like her focus. But sure, she has Incinerate, and sure, Torch also has Incinerate. But Torch, he is an Incinerate champ, but for me, he's a Nova Flame champ, you know? That's his specialty, so. But with Omega Sentinel, she's also an Incinerate champ, and I didn't really want 3 Incinerate champs up there, so, you know, Warlock, he's a bit different. I also wanted my first tech rank 4 to be a robot specifically. Now I got the bleed immunity covered, and Warlock, he's so good, man. He has like one of the best heal blocks in the game. Pretty good power controls, just so much that he can do. I forgot that he was immune to Cold Snap and Frostbite. That's great. Yeah, he's an Iceman counter. That'll also be good in Battlegrounds. But alright, guys, there's rank 4 Warlock. Like I said, it's kind of late right now, but I just wanted to do this. And then we're going to go get some gameplay. And yeah, we will be back for some rank 4 Warlock gameplay, and I'll tell you guys how long it took me to get him. Be back in a sec. Yo, what is going on, guys? So, as you can see, we're back for some more gameplay. Got the OG Mr. Sinister Big Boss at 6.2, but before we do that, I want to show you guys something funny. So, this was my first CCP video on Warlock, August 19th, 2019, and I loved him. I fell in love with the character. I didn't get him until November 30th, 2020, so I was hunting this guy for over a year, man, and my reaction was pretty funny. It was hilarious. But just to show you guys like how long I was after Warlock, man, because it was a really long time, and it felt forever. He was just the guy that I was after for so long. So I kind of forgot about that, man. Once I got him, you know, the quest was kind of over, but it was a fun quest trying to get him, man. You know, there's a saying, it's It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And you know, that's true in a lot of sense. But you know, now that I'm still on the journey with Warlock, man, until he's, you know, 6-star rank 5, we're still on this journey. And I think Warlock he's worth it, man. He'll forever have his use in this game. First of all, he's a robot. He's a really solid robot champion. Being a robot has its massive uses. Second, he has one of the absolute best heal blocks in the entire game because it's not a heal block. It's its own unique thing that no one is immune to, which is huge. That's one of the reasons why I love Human Torch so much. And again, it's that uniqueness that they both have something that no other champion in the entire game can do, and no one's immune to it. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, we took a lot of damage because we're hitting too hard with the Backblast node against this Mr. Sinister. Gonna go for a special 3 here, get some regen. We go from 21 to 30%, not too bad. Warlock's regen is a bit underrated, I'd say, man. I like going for his special 3. I also just reread Warlock's abilities, and it's been probably since like I got him, or since like the CCP video, since I've read his abilities, because he's really quite a simple champion, and I know that, and I know how he works, and I've known for so long. But you know, I was thinking, like, you know, maybe I should just take a look at his abilities again, see if there's anything I missed. And I'm so glad I did, because there was many things that I missed. But just want to say the next piece of gameplay we're going to be into is Variant 3, the tech variant. We're going to be taking on the Kang boss, just because it's a throwback to the CCP video. I remember taking on that Kang boss, so now I want to do that again, but now with a 6-star rank 4 instead of a 5-star rank 3, which is what we used at the time. Yeah, man, I learned a bunch reading through Warlock's abilities. You know, like, I've always known how he works, and I know his special 2 applies armor breaks. You have the infection up, you know, it's 2 armor breaks at the start and then 2 after. I know his special 1 power drains, but it takes off the infection. I know the special 3 power drains as well and gives you regen, but it doesn't take off the infection. And like, I thought I knew how he worked, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff, man. For example, in his special 2, it actually refreshes one infection. I had no idea about that, man. That was pretty interesting to learn. And I knew he had something against, you know, non-contact attacks and stuff, because like I've seen it happen, but I wasn't exactly sure how it works. So yeah, it's just when he blocks non-contact basic attacks, he power drains the opponent. And if your Warlock is awakened whenever they're power drained or power burned, at my max sig, it's like 1200 damage. So that's, I wish, I don't know, maybe you guys can help me. Is there like a list of champions in the game that have non-contact basic attacks? Because that'd be really good to learn for when Battlegrounds comes out, so I know really good Warlock matchups. But it's really interesting, these little things that you maybe didn't know about a character, maybe you just forgot. And it's good, it's always good to reread a character's abilities, and it's been a while. But today has taught me. But yeah, so jumping into this Kang fight, man, it's so funny. Like, I remember when Warlock came out, I did this fight with him, 5-star rank 3, and he still did it because, like, this has selective time stream, which is a super annoying node. Selective time stream is so annoying, man. But Warlock, he counters it perfectly because of how good his heal block is. So here I have 3 infections. We're gonna go for the special 3, see how much regen we can get. I've really been using his regen a lot. It's nice on the special 3. So let's see, we go from 80% to 94. 14% regen. That's pretty good, man. That's a nice bit. It's kind of hard to get a special 3 off with 3 infections for the most part. But here I believe I have, actually, I was looking at Warlock's synergies. And again, I learned something, like if I asked you guys right now, like, which synergy do you think is Warlock's best? You know, you probably say the robot uprising one, which I'd say is true for when you're facing, you know, it's anytime you get a debuff that you're immune to, you get a fury buff, which is great. But like outside of those matchups, that synergy is not the most useful, you know. This is actually funny. We eat Kang special 2 to the face, but that's another piece of Warlock's utility, is that if he has that armor up buff, special attacks cannot be critical against him. Even like a Corvus, specials wouldn't crit. I don't think, or actually do they? I'm not sure actually. I don't remember actually, but I don't think so, because it is the way his ability reads is as long as he has that armor up, special attacks cannot be critical against him. So I think it does work against Ghost, Corvus, even those guaranteed crit champs. As long as he's got that armor. So yeah, just totally shredded that Kang. But another very useful one of Warlock synergies, I'd say this one is the best outside of the the Fury buff one, and that's Cable. And it's every time he applies a virus, he has a chance to apply another one, I think it is, or something like that. And yeah, so you're able to stack up way more of your infections, which means more regen on the special 3. So now we're going to jump into a lot more relevant content, jumping into 7.4, the final quest, the Kang boss. And we're going to be taking on this Power Technician node, which, if you guys, it looks familiar. It's been in the Cav event quest occasionally. I think it's actually in this month's. And I love it. Whenever I see that node, I'm like, alright, it's Warlock time, man. Warlock is so good for it. So yeah, you can see we're going to be stacking up a ton of passive Furies. And we're going to just be hitting like a truck. So another really cool thing that you probably didn't know about Warlock is that he actually has one of the highest base stats in the entire game. Can you guess which stat that is? I'll give you a minute. What do you guys think? It's actually critical damage rating. I remember someone telling me that a long time ago. Not a long, well, like at least years ago. And so I've always known that. It's always been in the back of my mind. Might have been Taters that told me, actually. But that's why Warlock can get such big crits. The only problem is his critical rate is not the best. But when he does crit, he crits hard because that critical damage rating is so high. Like, seriously, I'm going to show you guys what it is later. But you can look at your Warlock's critical damage rating and then compare it to any other champion. And maybe some new champion replaced him as the highest. This could be old info, but it's definitely one of the highest. And yeah, just compare for yourself your own champions. If you have Warlock, compare him to any of your other champions that are ranked up. See if you can find someone with a higher critical damage rating. I don't think you can, because I'm pretty sure he still is the highest. I was looking through much of my champs, couldn't find a single one. Here we're fighting a little MODOK, so heavy attacks are our best friend here. It's really annoying that MODOK can auto block mid special. That's really annoying. Here got some lag against his special too, but I think we're good. Also, something else that I learned recently, I learned it for myself actually in Battlegrounds. I was playing around with Warlock and I was playing against someone pretty good and I needed a quick finish, so I started to get super aggressive and reckless and I started going for heavy attacks. And I went for one right after my special too. And it's actually comboable consistently. After you special 2 with Warlock, if they don't have a bar of power and they're against the corner, against their wall, you can heavy. And it was actually really funny because I would look back, I think it was on the CCP video, someone wrote a comment saying that, so I could have been doing that years ago. I guess that's been probably common knowledge to a lot of other people, but I didn't know. I told MSD and he's like, oh yeah, I already knew that. I was like, oh. It's like everyone knew that but me. But it's good to know now anyways. And so, yeah, you can see with all these Furies, man, we're hitting it pretty hard. I don't know why it's lagging, man. I swear, it's really time to update my phone. My phone is starting to really feel out of date. So here, I think I was trying to get to 4 infections. I had it at one point, but I didn't drop a special 3. I was trying to see how much regen I could squeak out with 4 of them. Boom, you see right there, we went from 77% to like 91%. Pretty good healing. We're really keeping Bishop's power under control as well. The node is really helping with that a lot too. Yeah, you can see Warlock is just hitting like an absolute truck. Am I gonna go for a big heavy attack here? Yeah, 16k. Too bad it didn't crit. If that crit, ooh, it probably would have crit like 100k, I want to say, something like that, dude. Ooh, when Warlock has those Furies built, oh my god, does he ever hit hard. And so, yeah, I do have the Cable synergy with me right now, and also the Ultron Robot Uprising synergy, which, if I'm immune to something, I do get the Fury buff, which is a nice bit of a damage increase. And if you're fighting like Biohazard or something, or like against that Mr. Sinister boss earlier, the Caustic Temper, that synergy is so perfect for Warlock, especially for Caustic Temper, because you need to be poisoned and get a Fury buff. Warlock doesn't get a Fury buff normally, so with that synergy, it makes him good for Caustic Temper, which is pretty nice. So next up here we have an Overseer, and when I'm playing Warlock, I am trying to parry a bit more, because it's a really fast way to build up your infections, and especially with this node. Here I accidentally take a combo, so now I'm like, alright, guess let's go for a special 3, try to get more healing. We're at 67%, we get a little bit of adrenaline healing, go up to 85. It feels really good to just get like that top off healing with Warlock. I feel like the regen is a bit underrated, but again, it is a bit built up because of the cable synergy. We're able to get a lot more infections up. Okay, here go for special 2, and he's just lights out. Warlock, he's such a wacky character. It's so much fun. He's like, one of their character takes their head off, makes it a hammer, and hits their opponent. Like, you can't. I don't even know how someone came up with that. Pretty funny to watch, though. He's just so goofy and lovable. Next up here we have a Havoc. So I know he has non-contact attacks. You can see every time he hits into me, he's gonna get that degen. I don't even need to parry or anything. That degen, it adds up. It adds up, especially in these matchups. So like I said, if you guys have a list, or someone wants to come up with a list of all the champions in the game that have these non-contact attacks, that'd be awesome. It'd be really cool, because there's lists for all kinds of stuff in this game, for immunities, for just so much stuff, but I don't think we have one for contact attacks. So here we managed to get, finally we got 4 of the infections up, so this should be the max amount of regen we've got so far, from like 62 to 84, about 20%. Not bad. I really hope that Warlock gets some cool new synergies in the future. That'd be great. I feel like he hasn't gotten anything in a while, or maybe there are some new Warlock synergies. If there is, let me know. Maybe I'll have to go check on Aunt May after this. I don't know. Actually, Aunt May open right now. I could just check the Warlock synergies. Yeah, I don't see any new ones. It should have them all listed. Yeah, I'd love for him to get some new ones though, man. That'd be fantastic. If there was one that could like pause his infection somehow, that would be a really strong synergy. I'm trying to think what else, or maybe something to pause his armor breaks more, something like that. That would be a wild synergy. It'd be pretty cool. So here again, I think I'm just trying to heal up, trying to get to 4 with this cable synergy. It's possible. You can see I think I will get to 4 here. Yeah, there we go. With ease, kind of with that cable synergy, man. You just get so many of them when you're parrying. Crazy. So boom, here we healed up to 95%. I think I kind of was turning it into a game when I was doing this path. I was like, let's see if I can heal all the way up to full using Warlock's special 3s. So there we go, hit him with like a 45k crit. It's pretty nice. So as you guys can see here, this is his critical damage rating, 291.9% on my rank 4 here, which is pretty nuts. I only saw like a couple other champions like above 200% in like my ranked up champs. Most champs I was looking at was like under 200. He's almost closing at 300%. That is wild. That is very, very high. So I have one more fight for you guys here. Again, more relevant content. This is in Alliance War. This is for Loki versus GT40. I think it was. It's GT40, right? Yeah, this is our most recent war. And unfortunately, I fought a Weapon X in Section 1. It didn't actually record with Warlock. It went so well. Also, I died after that. That death also wasn't recorded, which is frustrating because I kind of wanted to see what went wrong. But yeah, Warlock versus Domino here. I did this fight like previous war with the rank 3, and it took a while. And I also kind of got she was triggering Lucky like every time, so it's kind of annoying. As you can see, she's triggering Lucky quite a bit here. But we get lucky, and she doesn't trigger it for a bit, so I'm able to drop a special 2 coming up, and you can see it just does a boatload of damage. And it's really nice that Domino power drains herself with those non-contact attacks and applies these into herself. Warlock's definitely going to be my go-to when I fight Dominoes in Battlegrounds, which is fantastic. But yeah, that is going to do it for the video. That's all the Warlock gameplay I have with him at rank 4. I absolutely love him. He is just such a menace. I don't regret it at all. I do want Omega Sentinel and Nimrod and these other champs, but I'll be fine with them at rank 3. And I still got the Tech Awakening gem, and eventually I can rank 4 them anyways. So more rank 4s will come, and I want my first ones to be fun, cool, unique champs that I like, that also have decent prestige and that I can make fun content with, have fun with, and that are really good for Battlegrounds. And I think all 3 of my first rank 4s have that, and I'm going to keep sticking to that algorithm for choosing my rank 4s. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. My 3rd ever 6-star rank 4 champions, and I'll keep making a video on every single 6-star rank 4 champion that I get in the future. If you guys want to see more Warlock gameplay rank 4, let me know. If there's any fights specifically that you guys want to see, I'm down to try it out. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Hit that subscribe button. Road to 100K by this summer. That's what we're going for. Thank you guys for all the support. Later.